So we're gonna do squats now. So ideally, we would be doing sit to stand as the exercise. Squats a great exercise to intentionally work towards efficiency in the ability to stand up out of a chair and sit down into a chair really well, okay? So efficiency in standing up out of a chair. Typically you wanna scoot forward. You wanna get your feet kind of like the midway of your arch point underneath your knee. And then I like to have people put a hand on their chest and a hand on their stomach, and that in part makes it so people don't push through their legs or push through the armrest on the chair. And that will be the true test to see, are you able to do this somewhat efficiently? So if I bring a hand on my stomach, a hand on my chest, I want my hands to stay kind of in line the whole time. Then I'm going to hinge my upper body forward so that I get my whole upper body weight over my feet. A lot of people will say like nose over toes, but basically you just want most of your weight to be over your feet so that then whenever you go to stand up, you can push through your feet, okay? And then conversely, when you go back down, you want to stick your bottom back. Your head should come relatively forward as your bottom continues to go back so that most of your weight is maintained over your base of support, which is your feet, okay? A lot of times when people go to sit down, they'll just go and sit down like this and then ultimately have this like glorified plop. And the reason that they do that is because their center of mass, or most of their weight, starts to get behind their feet. And oftentimes people think that they do that, they plop down because they're weak, but in reality, they're just not doing it with a proper form, okay? So making sure on the way up, your upper body gets over your feet so that you can efficiently use your feet, and on the way down, keeping your upper body forward so that you stay over your feet so that you can nice and slowly go down. All right, so that's the sit to stand. Now, some of you with that form won't be able to do that efficiently. So how are you going to build strength to work towards an efficient movement in getting in and out of a chair? You're gonna do a squat, okay? Because you can kind of do the reverse motion. With a squat, I like to have people stand behind something that is stable, because if they go too far and pull on it, then they'll go and they'll fall back behind them. That is not ideal. So a countertop, if you have a railing, back of a couch, something that if you go to pull on it, it's not gonna give. That's the idea, okay? Safety is the most important thing. Now, with the squat here, it's the same thing applies. We have our base of support, which is our feet. We want to stick our bottom back as we go down, okay? We're going to hold onto the chair just for balance. And then to come back up out of this, we're going to push our feet straight through the floor. So we're using our quads, and about halfway up, we want to start using our glutes along with our quads. Okay, so as we go down, our upper body goes forward, our body goes back. See how my knees aren't shooting straight forward over my feet? My knees are kind of right in the midpoint of my arch of my feet. And then as I come up out of this position, I push my feet through the floor, squeeze my bottom to stand up straight. Okay? Ideally, again, you're not going to have your hands here. I mean, ideally, you'll have your hands here. But if you have a concern with balance, have the stable surface, bottom back, and up, okay? That's the squat. The total number is gonna vary based on how long you've been doing this, how strong you are. So if you could get 2 or 3 sets of 10 on this, building up to sets of 20, a couple sets of 20, I think that would be kind of ideal. Again, progressing towards then being able to get in and out of a chair slowly and effectively with good form. That's the squat and sit to stand.